Huwag yung kayong magkadisgrasyahan tayo niyan. Sinasabi ko yung madidisgrasya kayo. At madidisgrasya kayo. Hindi ako urong dito. And I said, I would stake my honor, my life, and even the presidency.
The President is being welcomed by Police Director General Oscar Albayalde, Chief Philippine National Police, for the arrival honors. Mga pinuno, tangkal. Baba! Oh! Mahal na Pangulo, handa na po ang tanod pandangal upang libutin. Moving the line, ladies and gentlemen, is the President of the Republic of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, our guest of honor and speaker in today's 117th Police Service Anniversary Celebration. He is being accompanied by the Police House, Police Director General Oscar David Albayalde, Chief Philippine National Police, and the Honor Guard Commander, Cadet First Captain John Smith Binwa of the Philippine National Police Academy.
Oh. Mga pinuro, anda dala. Alis! Baba! Oh! Mga kasama, dapaabot ang ating kagalang-galang, panauhing pandangal, Pangulo Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Republika ng Pilipinas, ang kanyang taus-pusong pasasalamat sa parangal na ginawad natin sa kanya sa hapong ito.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rival honors have been completed.
Mga pinuno.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Para sa pagbabago,
Hoy!
sawa na ang bayan ko sa magnanakaw.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Camp Brigadier General Rafael T. Crame, the home of the National Headquarters, Philippine National Police. Today, we will witness the 117th Police Service Anniversary. The ceremony will now begin. We would like to request President Rodrigo Roa Duterte to move forward for the presentation and honors. All please rise.
Tanghal! Ha!
Mapinano, buhay kamay. Ha!
Baba! Ha!
President Rodrigo Roa Duterte will now inspect the troops.
Mahal na Pangulo, handa na po ang mga talupad upang libutin.
Please be seated.
The celebration today heralds more than 11 decades of glorious police service since the establishment of the Philippine Constabulary on August 8, 1901, as the country's first national police force. 117 years later, this finest tradition of valor, service, and sacrifice has lived on in the contemporary Philippine National Police. Inspired by the deep history of heroism and gallantry that are the hallmark foundations of the police service in the country, the new generation of professional Filipino police officers is motivated to maintain this tradition of service with the assurance of support from our national leaders. On its 117th Police Service Anniversary celebration, the Philippine National Police takes off with pride the accomplishment under the present administration. For the first year of his presidency, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte ordered the PNP to create programs that will eradicate illegal drugs in the country. High-value targets were identified and arrested under the anti-illegal drug project Double Barrel of the Philippine National Police. Trooping the line, ladies and gentlemen, is the 16th President of the Republic of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. He is accompanied by Police Director General Oscar David Albayalde, Chief Philippine National Police, and the Troop Commander, Police Director Ma o Ranada Aplasca. On his second year as the President of the Republic of the Philippines, he consistently pursued the unyielding fight of the government against the illegal drugs and criminality through the newly installed Chief PNP, Police Director General Oscar Albayalde. Upon his assumption, Police Director General Albayalde vows to impose strict discipline and internal cleansing to the organization and continue the intensified campaign against criminality and illegal drugs, crime prevention and suppression, and strengthen public engagement. The current administration poises the PNP mantra to attain the vision for a highly capable, effective, and credible police service. With that, the President takes a big step steadfastly for reformation in the PNP in upholding the joust with credibility and integrity that molds a peaceful nation. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Let us all rise for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, to be followed by the invocation by Police Senior Superintendent Jason Ortizo, Director of the Chaplain Service.
Tanghal! Ta!
Papinuno, buhay kamay. Ha! Papinuno, baba kamay. Ha! Baba! Ta! Let us bow our heads, and in the silence of our hearts, let us recognize the presence of the Lord. Let us pray. Almighty God, we gather together with praise and thanksgiving for all that you have done for us. We thank you for the days that passed with all our success, and we are all the more grateful for your never-ending guidance to the PNP until this momentous 117th Police Service Anniversary Celebration with the theme, Pagbabago sa hanay ng pulisya, hatid ay ligtas na pamayanan, laban sa korupsyon, krimen at illegal na droga. Ardently we pray that the theme and the spirit of this historic celebration would inspire us all fulfill our mandate to serve and protect your people without fear or favor. Grant the abundance of your blessings to the entire PNP organization, headed by our beloved Chief PNP, Police Director General Oscar David Albayalde, much as we now fortify our service with our internal cleansing campaign, while we always stand strong and relentless with our fight against illegal drugs and against all forms of criminality. For our posterity, bind us all with your ever-saving grace, so that whatever we do and wherever we go, may your divine providence encompass us gently, guiding, keeping us safe, and blessing our way. In a very special manner, we ask you, Lord, to sanctify into your most gracious heart our beloved President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Continue to bless him with your wisdom, courage, strength, and perseverance. And with him, the PNP organization will march forward with dignity, honor, and pride. All this we submit unto you for the betterment of the service in the glory of your heavenly kingdom. Amen.
Please be seated. The Chief of the Philippine National Police, Police Director General Oscar David Albayalde, will now deliver his welcome remarks.
Troop Commander, please give tikas pahinga.
Tikas! Pahinga!
To the President of the Republic of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, sir. Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea, sir. Secretary Delphine Lorenzana, sir. Under Secretary Eduardo Año, sir. General Carlito Galvez Jr., the Chief of Staff of the AFP. Members of the Diplomatic Corps, officials and representatives of other government agencies, Director General Hermogenes Esperon, sir. Commissioner Isidro La Peña of the Bureau of Customs, Rear Admiral Elson Hermojino of the Philippine Coast Guard, NAPOLCOM Commissioners headed by Attorney Casurao, Council of Elders, PNP Community Partners, Local Chief Executives, members of the National Advisory Council, senior officers of the Philippine National Police, men and women of the Philippine National Police, Officers Ladies Club, led by my wife, Cherilyn, awardees, distinguished guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of the Philippine National Police, I am honored to welcome you all to the celebration of the 117th Police Service Anniversary. Once again, we honor our forerunner organizations, the Insular Constabulary, the Philippine Constabulary, and Integrated National Police, and pay tribute to the men and women whose heroism and gallantry gave color and meaning to the pages of police service history. These are the constables, the policemen and policewomen whose service spans 117 years of fighting crime, insurgency, terrorism, and all other forms of lawlessness. They are the men and women who suffered defeats and celebrated victories and showed the world that they may have always been outnumbered, but certainly never outfought. It is because of them that our streets and communities have remained peaceful and secure through all the years, and it is for them that we gather today in celebration and renew our commitment to carry on with what they have started for us. Today, we, the men and women of the Philippine National Police, continue the good fight, armed with the lessons of the past, inspired by the stories of courage and gallantry of our forebears, determined more than ever to carry on with the mission and sacrifice as they did, and even offer our lives so that the rest of our countrymen may live in peace and harmony. While we look back at our history with both reverence and gratitude, we now look forward with greater courage and optimism as we remain at the front lines in the battlefield of crimes and lawlessness, resolute as ever to prove over and again that while we may be outnumbered, we certainly will never be outfought. We have remained relentless in keeping criminals at bay, in ridding our streets of lawlessness and violence, and in achieving an environment where our countrymen can walk the streets safely and go about their daily lives without fear and anxiety in their hearts. These past 2 years, our present administration under our beloved President Rodrigo Roa Duterte saw the PNP fight crimes and the illegal drug menace relentlessly like never before, producing results unprecedented in police service history. And we are proud to declare that crime incidents have since been on a downtrend. We saw a vigorous cleansing of our ranks as we sought to prove to our countrymen that we are determined in giving them a police force composed of truly honest, professional, and responsible public servants. And we endeavored to strengthen public engagements in recognition of the importance and indispensability of community support as our most potent weapon against the evil elements of society. Let me briefly give you the numbers. From July 1, 2016 to June 30, 2018, total crime volume fell by 20.4% compared to the previous total for the same period from 2014 to 2016. In the same period of review, index crimes decreased by 46.95%, with crimes against persons lower by 30.42%, and crimes against property declining by 56.16%. The PNP remains steadfast behind the President in his call for change in the country, and we welcome with even greater enthusiasm and resolve his declaration during his recent State of the Nation address that the illegal drugs war is far from over and will be as relentless and chilling as on the day it began. And indeed, it will be. We refuse defeat in the war on drugs, and we are now recalibrating Oplan Double Barrel and the war on drug trafficking and abuse, and our operational thrust on various law enforcement concerns and initiatives to sync well with the national policy. Through a stronger Oplan Tokhang, we will be more relentless in accounting for the remaining drug users in our watch list who have yet to surrender to authorities for rehabilitation, even as we will also be relentless in monitoring the whereabouts and activities of more than 1.2 million drug users and street pushers who have surrendered to make sure that they have actually mended their ways. Ladies and gentlemen, we recognize the fact that despite the gains and victories we have achieved in the anti-drug war in the last 2 years, the drug problem remains serious as we continue to battle the merchants of death, the big-time drug targets who continue to threaten the lives and security of our countrymen. Let me assure our countrymen that Oplan's Double Barrel and Tokhang are stronger than ever and are further bolstered by the implementation of the PNP's enhanced managing police operations strategy against crime and lawlessness. We strongly support the President's relentless and chilling war with our surgical and chilling campaign against illegal drugs and crime. We have also been relentless in cleansing our ranks of misfits and scalawags, rogue cops who are into illegal drugs and who use their posts to commit wrongdoings. From July 2016 to June 2018, our internal cleansing program, stronger and more ruthless than ever, has so far resulted in the dismissal from the service of 1,828 police personnel out of the 6,401 facing administrative charges. A total of 3,589 have been suspended, 362 were demoted, 403 were reprimanded, 147 were penalized with forfeiture of salary, 43 have been stripped of privileges, and 29 were restricted to quarters. A total of 498 PNP personnel were investigated for illegal drug-related cases, with 266 found positive for illegal drug use and 232 were linked to illegal drug activities. Of these, 261 police and civilian personnel who tested positive for drug use and 92 who were involved in illegal drug activities were all dismissed from the service. The rest have been suspended, demoted, reprimanded, or exonerated. When I assumed command over the PNP in April, among my foremost concerns was to impose firm discipline and reforms in all levels of the organization. While we wasted no time in running after rogue cops engaged in illegal activities, I immediately sounded a call to every member of the organization, strongly reminding them on the importance of not sleeping on the job, on wearing our uniforms properly and proudly, and on rendering courtesy and respect to the members of the community at all times. I want my men to live and breathe discipline 24/7. Borrowing the words of Senator Lacson, we cannot discipline a society without a disciplined police force. And I want every member of the organization to nurture and show self-respect and respect to the public, because I have always believed that genuine public service is anchored on respect. With the change that we have started and the victories along the way, and with our transformation program firmly in place, we now march on, hopefully, as a better PNP, armed with the lessons of the years, equipped with more modern move, shoot, communicate, and investigate resources, and manned by policemen and policewomen who are better trained, more dedicated, and committed to the police ideals of service, honor, and justice. Bigyang buhay natin ang tema ng ating pagdiriwang ng ating anibersaryo, ang pagbabago sa hanay ng pulisya, hatid ay ligtas na pamayanan laban sa korupsyon, krimen, at illegal na droga. Ito ang alay natin sa sambayanang Pilipino. We thank our beloved President Rodrigo Roa Duterte for the challenge to go the extra mile and finally make a difference in the nation's war against illegal drugs, crime, and corruption. We thank him for the inspiration, the guidance, and direction, and for reigniting in our hearts a deeper love of country. Above all, we thank the President for his continuing support to uplift the morale and welfare of our personnel as they continue to risk life and limb in service to the community. And I take this opportunity today to extend the PNP's deep gratitude to the President for his recent pledge extending a 25 million peso monthly support to the PNP's reimbursement of hospitalization expenses program, which will indeed go a long way in helping ease the financial burden on the shoulders of our police personnel who undergo medical treatment or are hospitalized. Napakalaking tulong po ito sa ating mga pulis. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President. We also thank the members of the community, our stakeholders, and all sectors that continue to trust and support us in our continuing campaign for peace and security. And for those who still choose to malign and criticize us, we ask that you instead help us and the government in building a truly peaceful and progressive nation. Let me tell you that your National Police Force remains inspired and encouraged, knowing that majority of our countrymen believe that the present administration's war on drugs and the resulting improvement in peace and order are the major achievements of the past 2 years. This has been reflected in a survey conducted by the prestigious Pulse Asia Research Incorporated on June 15 to 21, 2018, showing that 69% of Filipinos consider the Anti-Illegal Drugs Initiative as the most important accomplishment of President Duterte and his administration since they assumed office in June 2016. This, the survey further says, is the majority opinion in all geographic areas and socio-economic classes. We are grateful for the strong support of many sectors as we continue to bring peace and order in our streets and communities. Ipagpatuloy po natin ang pagkakaisa at pagtutulungan para sa ating mahal na bayan. And as we celebrate the 117th Police Service Anniversary, we look back and thank our police heroes for the gallantry and sacrifice and for paving the way for us to carry on. And there is indeed no better way to honor them than to reaffirm our commitment to uphold the ideals of service, honor, and justice, and perform our mandated duties to serve and protect the community with greater dedication and courage. Happy anniversary to us all. God bless the Philippine National Police.
Thank you very much, sir, for that heartwarming welcome remarks.
Mga talupan! Ha!
This year, the 117th Police Service Anniversary is anchored with the theme, Pagbabago sa Hanay ng Pulisya, hatid ay ligtas na pamayanan laban sa korupsyon, krimen at iligal na droga. The celebration is highlighted by the presentation of medals and achievement awards to distinguished personnel and units of the Philippine National Police as a fitting reward to the outstanding services they have rendered. To present the award is the President of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, to be assisted by Undersecretary Eduardo Año, Officer in Charge, Department of the Interior and Local Government, and Police Director General Oscar Albayalde, Chief of the Philippine National Police. The individual awardees were recipients of Medalya ng Kasanayan and Achievement Award. The Best Senior Police Commissioned Officer for Administration is awarded to Police Senior Superintendent Leonie Roy Ga, City Director, Iligan City Police Office, Police Regional Office 10. Thank you, sir. The Best Senior Police Commissioned Officer for Operations is awarded to Police Senior Superintendent Marlon Tayaba, Provincial Director, Iloilo Police Provincial Office, Police Regional Office 6. Best Junior Police Commissioned Officer for Administration is awarded to Police Chief Inspector Roland Kingat, Chief Pole and Mobility Logistics Management Division, Special Action Force. Best Junior Police Commissioned Officer for Operations is awarded to Police Superintendent Jack Angok, Battalion Commander, 1st Special Action Battalion, Special Action Force. Best Senior Police Non-Commissioned Officer for Administration is awarded to SPO1 Nida Gregas, Chief Aklan Police Provincial Public Information Office, Police Regional Office 6. Best Senior Police Non-Commissioned Officer for Operations is awarded to SPO1 Ray Angelo Segualan, Chief Clerk, 12th Special Action Company, 1st Special Action Battalion, Special Action Force. Best Junior Police Non-Commissioned Officer for Administration is awarded to PO3 Jean Pasha. Awards and Decorations PNCO, Morale and Welfare Section, Regional Personnel and Human Resource Doctrine and Development, Police Regional Office, Cordillera. Best Junior Police Non-Commissioned Officer for Operations is awarded to PO3 Joker Albao, Intelligence Operative Regional Police Drug Enforcement Unit, Police Regional Office 5. Best Non-Uniformed Personnel Supervisory Level is awarded to NUP Veneracion Llorin, Chief Non-Uniformed Personnel Affairs Section and NUP Supervisor, Police Regional Office 4A. Best Non-Uniformed Personnel Non-Supervisory Level is awarded to NUP Jose Rexil Manabit, Communication and Equipment Operator, Police Regional Office 9. We will now proceed to the unit awardees who will receive an award of recognition and the PNP unit streamer. Best Police Regional Office is awarded to Police Regional Office 4A. The award will be received by the Regional Director, Police Chief Superintendent Edward Carranza. Best Police Provincial Office is awarded to Capiz Police Provincial Office, Police Regional Office 6. The award will be received by the Provincial Director, Police Senior Superintendent Samuel Nashon. Best City Police Office is awarded to Davao City Police Office, Police Regional Office 11. The award will be received by the City Director, Police Senior Superintendent Alexander Tagum. Best City Police Station is awarded to Cabanatuan City Police Station, Police Regional Office 3. The award will be received by the Chief of Police, Police Superintendent Ponciano Zafra. Best Municipal Police Station is awarded to La Trinidad Police Station, Police Regional Office Cordillera. The award will be received by the Chief of Police, Police Chief Inspector Benson Macleing. The Best Regional Mobile Force Battalion is awarded to Regional Mobile Force Battalion 12, Police Regional Office 12. The award will be received by the Force Commander, Police Superintendent Maximo Sebastian Jr. The Best Provincial Mobile Force Company is awarded to Batangas 1st Provincial Mobile Force Company, Police Regional Office 4A. The award will be received by the Force Commander, Police Superintendent Antonio Rotol Jr. The Best City Mobile Force Company is awarded to Davao City Mobile Force Company, Police Regional Office 11. The award will be received by the Force Commander, Police Superintendent Alfredo Miguel. The Best National Operational Support Unit is awarded to Criminal Investigation and Detection Group. The award will be received by the Director CIDG, Police Director Roel Buzan. The Best National Administrative Support Unit is awarded to Communications and Electronic Service. The award will be received by the Director CES, Police Chief Superintendent Carlos De Sagun. Best Women and Children Protection Desk is awarded to the Regional Women and Children Protection Desk, Police Regional Office 2. The award will be received by the Chief WCPD, Police Chief Inspector Jovelyn Abe Banyares. Best Regional Police Human Rights Desk is awarded to Regional Police Human Rights Desk, Police Regional Office 4B. The award will be received by the Chief Police Superintendent Rolando Lampad. The Best Police Strategy Management Unit is awarded to Regional Police Strategy Management Unit, Police Regional Office 13. The award will be received by the Chief RPSMU 13, Police Senior Superintendent Jimmy Lee Macaraeg. For the special unit awardees who will receive an award of recognition and the PNP Unity Streamer, the recognition for the notable accomplishment in the campaign against illegal drugs is awarded to the National Capital Region Police Office. The award will be received by Police Chief Superintendent Guillermo Lorenzo Eleazar, Acting Regional Director. Also, National Capital Region Police Office will receive the recognition for the exemplary accomplishment in internal cleansing operations. The recognition for the exemplary accomplishment in intelligence-driven internal cleansing operations is awarded to the Counterintelligence Task Force. The award will be received by Police Senior Superintendent Romeo Karamat Jr., Task Force Commander. The recognition for the exemplary accomplishment in the solution of sensational criminal case is presented to Police Regional Office 3. The award will be received by Police Chief Superintendent Amador Corpus, Regional Director. The recognition for the most notable accomplishment in the campaign against terrorism is awarded to Police Regional Office 12. The award will be received by the Regional Director, Police Chief Superintendent Marcelo Morales. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Again, a round of applause to our awardees.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we call on Undersecretary Eduardo Año, Officer in Charge, Department of the Interior and Local Government, to introduce our guest of honor and speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Kindly sit down. Thank you for your courtesy. Commander, give the order of Tikas Pahinga to your troops.
Tikas! Pahinga! Pahinga, Tikas. Pahinga.
Thank you. Before they... Sir, tayo ang kalaban ng langit. Pagsakay natin nag-ulan, ang buang naghinto. I cannot understand. Excellencies, the ambassadors and members of the Diplomatic Corps, Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdia, National Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, Interior and Local Government Officer in Charge Eduardo Año, and the other members of the Cabinet, Philippine National Police Chief, Director General Oscar Albayalde, the officers and staff of the 2018 awardees of the Philippine National Police, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, mga mahal kong pulis, saludo ako sa inyo. I congratulate the men and women of the Philippine National Police as we celebrate the 117th anniversary of the police service. The milestone is proof of your unwavering resolve and commitment to keep our communities, streets, and homes safe and secure for more than a century. Today's occasion is also a celebration of your success in the cleansing the organizations from scalawags who hamper the PNP's efficiency in performing its mandate to enforce the law and serve our people. Your performance in the past 2 years speak well of your efforts in instituting reforms from within your rank. Because of your tireless dedication, we have apprehended almost 160 illegal drugs personalities in the past 2 years. We have also resolved for more than 600 administrative cases as part of your efforts to cleanse your ranks. Furthermore, we have achieved a total crime solution efficiency rate of 72.13. Kaya ako sumasaludo sa iyo ako kasi believe talaga ako sa inyo. You know, the police can be very good if they want to be good. Yan ang nakikita ko for the 23 years I've been mayor of a city supervising a police force. At kung meron namang iba, if they wanted to be on the wrong side of life, well, those, at least for my city, sometimes you lose your pants, sometimes you lose your life. Furthermore, due to your persistent efforts to fulfill your mandate to maintain law and order across the country, you have a very happy population na nagkaroon pa ng parang utang na loob sa inyo. At tama naman. And during the days of your need, you had the support of the Filipino people. Kaya nakita ninyo, kaya wag ninyong pagsayangan. Do not waste the feeling of being great as a Filipino, proud of the police, at yung iba sisirain lang. You know, yung mga, hindi kayo, you're not here. I think nobody is here. But yung pumunta sa opisina ko kahapon. You know, the warning does not make any distinction. When I say that government or I, the worker of government in charge of the enforcement of the law overall, may I just also remind you that we have a policy. We do not destroy nations. We protect and serve our nations. We have to prepare the world of our descendants for tomorrow. if we cannot do something now sa drugs, your grandchildren will suffer. And we would have left a life and a nation to them that is still in shambles. I have taken unto myself the full responsibility and assume all in the campaign against drugs. Again, I'd like to repeat it again and again and again so that malaman ng mga kriminal na if there were no arrests made in the previous regime, I do not particularize any administration. Sabi nila na walang patay, walang naaresto, walang ginawa ang pulis. Kasi ganito yan. The moment and the only leverage, having a prosecutor, believe me, I cannot impose a lie on the Filipino nation. But when I was a prosecutor, I could sense na kung may success story ang police in the raid sa trabaho, they are deathly afraid also of the counter charges. And I would not hesitate and dare say na ang panlaban kasi nila is to file a counter charge. The drug people have all the money, but once a police is suspended, as a matter of course, wala naman tayong magawa. The law says that when you are charged, you're suspended. Kaya ang police takot magkakaso because the moment, the day the order comes for them, suspending them from the force, on that day, wala na kayong pagkain at ang mga anak ninyo minsan ang pag-aaral na puputol. Ganon ang sekreto dyan. Would you believe that this 1,600,000 addicts, victims of drugs, reduced to slavery by a few people, slavery to a chemical called shabu, and they would have lost their present and future. Life is not fair, and some make it harder for people to make good. Yung mga anak, and I pity them, if I do not make the last stand, I don't know who would be the president next. Pero kung ganon lang rin na matakot sa droga at they were able to hide successfully the fact that they had contaminated millions of Filipinos and there were no prosecutions, no big time. Used to be millions, now it is billions. You know, drug people, when you earn $1 billion, that is my donation to you for your life. If you run $1 billion industry in my country, I will not let it pass. It's either you kill me or I will kill you all. I do not give a shit about criticism. For criticisms, after all, do not make a country progress and develop. Criticisms for, lalo na yung politika, they cannot accept defeat. And other governments, here comes one president berating me in public, in a public forum. So he invited my insults. And he had it coming. And it was a dirty word. And I said, I don't give. You know, for after always in this country collapses under the weight of crime, and it was only after drug was reduced to the barest minimum, our country improved in the peace and order condition. Kung hinayaan ko yon, tinago ko rin, and this 1,600,000 that they surrendered, look at the surrenderies now. They are skinny, they are sick, they do nothing, they are zombies. And they have to commit crime because they do not have the money, and when the craving for a fix is there, crime cannot be far behind. And even kill pregnant prosecutors and the human rights, for all of its never raised hell. But when you kill a criminal, a drug addict, a pusher, a drug lord, becomes screening. So I asked them, sino ba ang niloloko ninyo? You threaten me with an ICC case. You think that, look, I have hit the firewall. I cannot run again. For all intents and purposes, actually, I am a lame duck president. If you're talking about politics, okay. I will not interfere anyway, because after this, I cannot even run for a barangay captain. I have reached my limits. But you know, you brought, I will not stretch my patience with you. Either we stop this during my term, and do not worry about me, I can take care of myself. Just do your duty. I need not lecture to you. I was your professor in the police academy. You had 2 years of study about human rights. When is there a time to kill, and when is it okay for you to just hang on and keep your patience? The rule is, when your life is in danger, and you feel that really you will die and leave a family fatherless, do not hesitate to kill. Do not hesitate because of a case. If you do your duty in accordance with the law, and you know that, when your life is in danger, you stick to the law. Never mind the idiots about the human rights. They cannot help you. But I will be here, as a president, I will never allow you to go to jail. Just do your duty. Wala kayong isipin. I will provide the lawyer for you. You have to do is call the police office. I have a small cubicle there manned by police and military. And that unit takes care of police and soldiers who find themselves in a fix. And I will provide you the lawyer. For policemen, pag nasuspend kayo, duty connected, in all good faith, it's all work. Never mind. I will pay you when you are suspended so that you can still bring money to your family. And I will hire the lawyer, or if you want a lawyer of your choice, tell the military, ipasa ninyo, and let the word. You can choose your counsel is really something of trust and confidence. Then I can have a billing system schedule. Just tell them that no, the mayor will pay you, but you know there is this reasonable unless COA would start to, again, tinker with our work. And as we know, we are bound by the law to follow the auditing rules. Maybe I will bargain. If he asks for 50,000 for disability, can you make it for 35 or 30? Anyway, this guy is doing it in the name of public service. Kaya I have to have a strong police and a strong military. And the spectacle of a case that you will go hungry and go to jail, that's not easy. I will provide a lawyer, and I will see to it that he will defend you on the principles of performance of duty or self-defense. Mamili ka dyan. Both are grounds for a criminal exemption. Basta totoo lang, just let the truth come out. Nung sa trabaho niya, pag nakatutok ng baril yan, o may batong hawak, hindi ka pa nakahawak na mo ihampas sa ulo mo, why do you think fracture in the head cannot kill you? I said, there's no firearm there. Let your lawyer decide. I cannot attend to all your cases. Gusto ko matulong mag-review, but I simply do not have time to do it. I do not want a police force that's corrupt. If you are into drugs, the possibility is great that I will be after you. And I said, you might lose your funds, including your life. Double the hate because you are in government service and you do drugs. Pero kung trabaho lang, the way we love our country with fervor, we are lined up there, I'm talking, just consider me a co-worker of government like you. I just happen to be there holding office and deciding some of the things that would affect the destiny of this country. I would like to emphasize that the PNP has the government's full support, and this administration is fully committed to enhance your capabilities. In fact, we have allotted more than 2 billion pesos for the PNP Capability Enhancement Plan. In my city, I asked the NHA to build houses there. Not the 24 type na ayaw ninyo. And I can understand it. That will rise soon. It's a 1,000. It's for the police. But I another have a building but far away. And this is also to shelter the surrenderies. But after all, if we do not go into a dedicated, being the guide, providing the light, they will just simply return to fight again. We have to fulfill our promise. We have to give them the shelter, the houses. And we have to train them, TESDA. I have poured billions also for TESDA so that they will be able to learn something there. Learn a new trade. Just TESDA is something which is really important. And in the meantime that they do not have the jobs, I pay until such time that they become productive members of the society. But inuna ko muna, you have the precedence. And it's near my place. Kung sino yung mga taga Mindanao o Davao or Oriental, but Davao is the center of population. Anybody of you galing Davao, Davao del Norte, Sur, Oriental, Occidental, you are free to apply there. Free housing for your family. Dito sa Maynila, I will just have to wait for the Secretary of Finance because you have something in mind to help you. Maybe we'll lease some of the prime properties. Wag ito. Yung malaki itong ano, just like Taguig. You can have it. Dominguez wants a GSIS for you in addition to what you are having now. And if you get the funds there, you're not supposed to dispose of it. I will just give you the power, but you can lease it, and you have to limit it for about 30 years. Yesterday, I fired the Council of Nayong Filipino, all of them. You do not give gambling licenses or franchise for 75 years. I mean to say that a child is born today and 75 years later, he's that old. There will still be gambling in this city. I will not allow it. I hate gambling. I do not want it. There will be no casinos outside of what are existing. I'm not granting anything. Basta gambling, ayaw. Better look for something more enticing, just to wager a war in money. We likewise assure you that you will do your best and our best to promote the welfare of uniformed personnel and that of your families. Since you put your lives on the line to serve our country and people, it is only just and fair, that the government takes care of you as well. As we celebrate this milestone in your organization, I enjoy our police personnel to continue performing your duties well and intensify the war against crime. Drug was the responsible element in the runaway crime situation that in our country that started about 40 years ago. Alaman ninyo yan. Ay ngayon, andyan na, I have stated my case. I have clearly defined my position. And I will do it. Alam naman nyo, hindi ako. If I say in public, I will do it. When I say in public, do not do it because you will, then do not do it. For God's sake, do not do it. Your heroism and valiant efforts cannot be overemphasized. In fact, some of you are given medals and due recognition because of your innumerable contributions in our efforts to create an environment where our people can live in peace and without fear for the safety and security of their families. Just like when there was this Kadayawan every August, I told every movie houses, every hotel, I was just a new mayor then, improve on your sanitation and hygiene. I do not want to see something on that bowl of your toilet floating. You must have water and you must provide some relief. But I was new then. Hindi naniwala. And you can ask any military guy who had the chance to sojourn and visit my city. I closed them all. And when there was a time when the victims of firecrackers, pyrotechnics, reached 700, I said, it must be a stupid government to allow its citizens to be hurt. Just a tradition. What about tradition? Tradition of killing our children? Tradition of... I said, stop it. So, you want a quiet Christmas, New Year, go to Davao. As a matter of fact, you go to Davao now at 12, and this is not my, yung babae doon, ano, at 12 o'clock, Semana Santa ang Davao. At 12 o'clock in the evening, it's all quiet. Walang aso kasi ayaw ko ng aso sa panahon ko. Saan yung aso? Anong ginawa ko? Okay. Mayroong isa talaga dyan, animal lover. So, pipiyak yan. So, hindi ko na sabihin kung ano. Pero kayo mga Ilocano, pakita nga kayo kung sino kayo. Ako may official ako doon na babae, taga Tugigaraw. Every other day, kumakain ng aso. Naubos ang aso sa Davao. Dumating na ang mga Ilocano eh. Oh, you have a problem with paasahin ka ng mga Ilocano na ubos ang aso. May this occasion inspire you and even more to continue to persist in your noble mission to protect our people and uphold the rule of law at all times. Salamat sa invitasyon ninyo. I have to go to your hospital. I would like to leave something for all to hear. I am giving you 25 million for medicines and all. Yung when you reach 50, meron ka ng 56 kayo. Trouble starts at that age. Comes diabetes, meron ng heart, merong, wala ba kayong kasong AIDS dito? Mahal? Tangina yung police na yan. Meron kayo dito? It will take care of your expenses. 25 is, if to put to good use, it is enough. If you want a major ganon, you can always choose. I will pay. Kung ano mo, you go to St. Luke. Cardinal Santos, just, where? Diyan. If it needs a very specialized, at wala tayong doktor, it's sometimes you feel with specialization yan. You just tell me. Do not go out about stuff. We can afford it. You do not have to beg there and steal or borrow. Just tell me, I said, this office. It's headed by Colonel Salcedo. Is he here? Are you here, sir? Si Salcedo, the police assigned in my office. No. Yeah, he's the one. Just call him. Siya yung police naka-assign doon. And the military is saan yung military? Sa Air Force. He takes care of the calls also of the military. And I will, kaso, sabihin ninyo, napasubo, ito, disgrasya. And I will never turn my back. All that I ask is that we serve our country, the utmost good faith, do not go into corruption. If you think that you cannot survive with the salary, then you are free to go. Pero kung ganito lang rin, pag magtiis kayo, but you do something, and that you have been doing it, you did it in the past, just do it now, again, and we pray to God. Ako, I assure you, this will be a clean government. And I said, the military and the police, if I do not perform, if I violate my oath of office, if I am into corruption, you guys and the military, no need to bring the armorer. will be locked, because you will be meeting my, well, of course, there's a lot of mix there. Also, sundalo kagaya ninyo. If you think that I am destroying the country or I'm not doing well, all you have to do, the major commanders, the command, they can always pay a visit and say, Mayor, it's time for you to go, I think. And I will step down. No need for this rokos about tanks and everything. Kung tingin ninyo na walang pag-asa ang bayan natin pag ako, you're free to seize power. And maybe it's your option of what to do with the country. Maybe you might be able, more than I, baka you can solve the problem. But for the meantime that I am here, I said, I'm a co-worker, just like you. Magtulungan tayo. And there are standards which is not mine, which is required by law in all of the code of ethics and all the things that we do when we swear to serve the country. Will you just follow the country? Me, I will abbreviate your vote of office. Your duty and mine is to preserve the republic and to protect the people. Simple. And that's all there is to it. Maraming salamat at mabuhay ang PNP. Tigas tayo. So, thank you very much. Salamat.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Talupad! Ta!
Magsitayo po tayong lahat at ating pong awitin ang PMP, Lingkod ng Bayan.
Seated. And now, the passing review. May we request the awardees to proceed in front. May we request our guest of honor and speaker, the President of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, together with the Chief of the Philippine National Police, Police Director General Oscar David Albayalde, to acknowledge the troops. Ladies and gentlemen, the past in review.
Kalabunan, sa likod. Lakad pa sulong! Kad!
Gentlemen, once again, good afternoon. Approaching is our troop commander and staff led by Police Director Aplaska, Chief Superintendent Alcañeses, Chief Superintendent Dumlao, Chief Superintendent Divian, Chief Superintendent Valdez, and Police Chief Superintendent Ozaita. Our PNP band led by SPO4 Francisco Cruz. Battalion Commander and Staff, Police Chief Superintendent Bragais Jr., Police Senior Superintendent Perez, Senior Superintendent Fulo, Senior Superintendent Ricano, Senior Superintendent Vitaliano, and Senior Superintendent Olivares. Alpha Company Commander and Staff, Police Superintendent De Sesto, Chief Inspector Ibete, Senior Inspector Mancenido. First Platoon Leader, Police Senior Inspector Pagiga. Second Platoon Leader, Police Senior Inspector Turingan. Bravo Company Commander and Staff, Police Superintendent Galino, Chief Inspector Garcia, Senior Inspector Penales. First Platoon Leader, Police Inspector Alcantara. Second Platoon Leader, Police Inspector Encino. Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise for the colors. Second Battalion Commander and Staff, Police Chief Superintendent Castillo, Senior Superintendent Ramos, Senior Superintendent Laguno, Senior Superintendent Redora, Senior Superintendent Balakit, and Senior Superintendent Mendoza. Charlie Company Commander and Staff, Superintendent Obar, and Senior Inspector Conrado and Senior Inspector Aladin Mahinas. First Platoon Leader, Police Inspector Reynap Tapek, and Second Platoon Leader, Police Senior Inspector Espinosa.
Delta Company Commander and Staff Police Chief Inspector Maloon and Police Inspector Arances. 1st Platoon Leader, Police Senior Inspector Sarita. 2nd Platoon Leader, Police Inspector Ordonio.
Formerly known as the Special Operations Squadron, passing in front is the elite unit of the Philippine National Police Aviation Security Group, tasked to address the threat of the terrorism to the peace and order in general and the security of the civil aviation industry in particular. The Maritime Group's Special Operation Unit protects the territorial waters of the Philippines by providing rapid and highly mobile seaborne law enforcement response. One of their tasks is to conduct tactical boat operations and maritime investigations. With skills in search and rescue operations, the water search and rescue teams of Maritime Group always aims to deliver fast and dynamic service to the distressed during the natural calamities and other maritime-related incidents.
Approaching, ladies and gentlemen, is this Quezon City Police District Civil Disturbance Management Contingent. Equipped with non-lethal weapons, they are ready to ensure the protection, safety, and welfare of the public and demonstrators with maximum tolerance. The K9 teams are composed of specially trained handlers and purebred Belgian Malinois and Labrador retrievers capable of detecting different types of explosives in different kinds of environment. Next are explosive and ordnance division personnel and bomb suits, a protective equipment of EOD technicians during the conduct of render-safe procedures of bombs or IEDs.
Unique to Quezon City Police District is the Bike Patrol, or the terror tourist police of the 12 police stations, and the maneuverability of these bikes on crowded sidewalks and their ability to navigate narrow, crowded drivers offer advantages over cars. Following them is the motorcycle riding unit. Approaching the ceremonial area, ladies and gentlemen, is the Tactical Motorcycle Riding Unit of the National Capital Region Police Office. On board, the Rouser 125 Small in full tactical gear. They form part of the proactive forward deployment in highly urbanized areas with the National Capital Region. Following is the Quezon City Police District Kia.
Passing by in unique breeches uniform with boots and campaign hat are members of the Highway Patrol Group. With more than 60 years of unwavering commitment to public service, the Highway Patrol Group gained the trust and admiration of the people. HPG, the guardians of the highways. Paving the way, ladies and gentlemen, is the mobility assets of the Philippine National Police under the Logistics Support Service, the operational arm of the Directorate for Logistics, tasked to provide logistical support and services to all units in transportation services in support to operational as well as administrative activities of the Philippine National Police.
Mounted on their SWAT mobile in tactical colors is the Police Regional Office 4A Regional Public Safety Battalion SWAT unit. In their black suit uniform, they are equipped with virtue, skills, and tactical equipment, ready to respond in high personal risk situations where specialized tactics are necessary to minimize the casualties. Scene of the crime operation is a forensic procedure performed by trained personnel of the PNP Crime Laboratory. They provide forensic expertise with the end in view of the establishing facts relative to a criminal incident.
Arriving are the workhorses of the Philippine National Police Health Service, their ambulances. Following is the rescue ambulance, manned by trained police paramedics ready for rapid emergency response. And behind are the two newest vehicles of the PNP, the Chemical, Biological, Radiological, Nuclear, and Explosive Van, or better known as the CBRNE van. Managed and operated by the PNP Communications and Electronics Service, is the PNP's frontline vehicle in providing adequate communication support and services to all PNP units. It also serves as an alternate advanced command post of the PNP in case of any eventualities during deployment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the armor assets of the PNP are the Commando V-150 vehicles under the maintenance of the Light Armor Unit, Force Support Battalion, PNP Special Action Force. It has mounted armament of the caliber 50 heavy barrel burning machine gun and one M60 general purpose machine gun that can provide devastating fire support to the operating groups on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, on board the vehicle are the PNP mascots who plays the integral part of the PNP roadshows used in the left-hand approach in the Oplan Double Barrel Reloaded, the PNP's anti-illegal drug campaign, and other police community-related activities.
Passing by through the skyline, ladies and gentlemen, are the two brand new units of Bell 429 twin-engine rotary wing helicopters. The said aircrafts were procured under the present leadership and envisioned to enhance the PNP's operational flexibility, providing and performing a variety of air support missions to ground troops. More of these helicopter units will be purchased in the succeeding years.
Mahal na Pangulo, tapos na po ang parangal. Arap sa kanan. Hap! Radyo sa long. Hap!
patay. Hindi ko nabasa. Hindi, yan na namatay yung dalawa. Ayun, oo, nakadaganan pare. Ayun, nadaganan niya. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our ceremony for the 117th Police Service Anniversary this afternoon. Mabuhay ang pambansang pulisya ng Pilipinas. Thank you very much, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, for gracing this momentous event. We are very honored with your presence. May we request everyone to remain seated until after the President has left the ceremonial area. Thank you.
para sa pagbabago. Sawa na ang bayan ko sa magnanakaw.
Dapat naman
Madilim na kahapon, ikaw ang mag-aahon. Sa piling mo, di ko mawawala ang korupsyon. Tayo na, Pilipinas, tayo na magbago. Hawak kamay tayo para sa pag-asenso. Hawak ako, tayong lahat dito. Para sa tunay na pagbabago.